my beautiful people. Welcome to Anastasia Chernaya show. I am Anastasia Chernaya, and today I would like to reply to a request from one of my subscribers to tell more about my acting journey and my move to Los Angeles. So let's get started. Yes, it is true. I am a professional actress. I kind of grew up being on stage my whole life. Not many people actually know about this. This is like a little bit of a secret of mine, but I just want to share it with you guys just because if there's one thing that you take away from this video is that following your dream is very much important and it's there for a reason, and anything is possible. Whatever you want to do in life, whatever you were dreaming about becoming when you were growing up, all of that is possible. You just need to put your mind to it and your effort, and gosh, anything, you can do it. Being an actress has been my dream since early childhood. When I was little, I remember that pretty much every single day when I would go to take a shower, take a bath, you know how you turn on hot water and then the mirror in your bathroom fogs up, right? For the longest time, can't believe I'm telling you guys this, but for the longest time, I would go to that mirror and I would write, "Hollywood, wait for me, here I come." I was just doing that forever. As long as I can remember myself, I was doing that. Of course, I lost that for a long time because I graduated high school and you were expected to go to university or go to college, right? You know, I kind of forgot about my dream and I didn't even think it was possible, to be honest with you. So I went and studied linguistics because I was like, well, the only thing that I'm good at is English, so I might as well just do something with that. So I went and studied linguistics. Then 4 years later, I decided to move to America. The first couple of years when you immigrate to a different country, all you can think about is making sure that you're setting yourself up for success in the future. You're setting the foundation for achieving the life that you came here to achieve. Being in my early 20s, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. So for the first few years, I was working on making sure that my status is legal. When I got my green card and I was finally able to go home and get that out of the way, I came back and I started thinking, okay, well, what is it that I wanted to do? I knew I wanted to go back to college. That's when I learned that I didn't have to set on the major right away. So I started taking different classes to see what my interests might be and where they might take me. I had a problem with setting on a major because there's so much I wanted to learn. There was so much that I wanted to study. There were so many paths that I felt like I could legitimately take, like career paths. I was really searching and really wanted to find myself and narrow down, but it seemed like the more search I was doing, the vaster my options became. And then one day it just hit me. I don't know how or why, but I asked myself that question. What was it that I wanted to be when I was little, you know? And that came up. That came up for me. It's, you know, acting. And here's the beauty of this. I'm so interested in so many different fields and so many different areas that acting, you can be all of those things. You can be a doctor, you can be a firefighter, you can be an FBI spy or work for CIA, you can, you know, be an accountant or be a villain. You can be all of those things. The reason why I could not set my mind up on one major was because I don't have to limit myself in just one career path when I can be all of those things, when I can try shoes of different people on myself. From that point on, I switched my major to performing arts. Luckily, they had a pretty good program at Houston Community College. Also, at the same time, I found that there was an agency, it was called Page Parks in Houston, Texas, that offered some acting programs, coaching programs, which I joined, and for 6 months I actually went over there, and there were different courses that they had. At the same time, I got my first role in my first film. It was a student film and it was in Houston, Texas. For the longest time, I was in denial of that film ever existing because it did such a horrible job. But it was my first time on screen, you know? I gotta give myself credit. And looking back right now and comparing my work, like, it just all makes sense. Like, we all suck, and whatever the career path you take, whatever you try to do in life, you have to be ready to suck at first. Everybody gets better. We learn, we acquire new skills, we grow, you know? And then after that first film, I got a role, actually the lead role, in our college production of the musical They Are Playing Our Song. And it was like the most amazing time of my life. It was magical. I had a great teacher, Kathleen Knight. She was performing on Broadway for the longest time ever. So pretty much all the roads lead to Hollywood for anybody who wants to be in film and TV industry. It was no doubt that I would end up here. But before I left Houston, funny thing happened. Page Park's agency holds this event where they invite agents and casting directors for modeling and acting from around the world. And they hold like a general audition, and it was this rather young agent from Hollywood who straight up told me that you know what, you do not want to go to Hollywood. There's so many people like you out there. By the time you get there, you're gonna need about 7 years of, you know, coaching to get you to a semi-decent level of acting, and by that time you're gonna be in your 30s, and nobody's gonna want you because you're old. I was like 23. He was telling me I was old. I was like, okay dude, bye. I mean, here you are being all excited about potentially meeting somebody and getting some valid feedback, but who is that person? He's a nobody, you know? And that's the thing, you get a lot of those no's. You get a lot of those assholes who tell you that you're too old, too young, too short, too tall, too fat, too slim, too white, to anything really. If there's another thing that you take away from this video, is that whatever the journey that you take, whatever the career path you decide to take and follow your dream, follow your passions on the way to a better life and fulfillment, you know, it's not gonna be easy. You're gonna hit some walls, you're gonna go through difficulties, you're gonna have to pivot, you're gonna have to learn new skills, you're gonna have to learn generally. It really is important to follow your heart and continue on that path to your passion, which film industry is that for me. So in 2015, an opportunity to move to Los Angeles presented itself. So I just packed up and left. Oh, I said 2015. It was 2016 when we packed up and just left because there was not much holding me at that time over there in Houston. So I just moved to Los Angeles with my friend, and it was a whole different journey. It was a whole different story. Everything turned out the way it needed to, and I am absolutely grateful and lucky because I met people who just kind of sort of walked into my life who took me to the next step. It wasn't easy, however, pretty soon I was able to find a really nice community of actors and filmmakers. I was auditioning a lot. I filmed a lot of projects. I moved to Los Angeles to become an actress. What's interesting is that at some point I got an opportunity to help out a friend with making his project come true. I was a production designer on this project alongside with a friend of mine. By the way, the project is out finally. It's available on YouTube. It's called Lisa at Large. I will actually link it below so you can watch it. There's quite a few episodes out already. I have a role in it, and I also did production design for it. For the audience to see the project on the screen, there's so much that goes into the making process of it. There's so many different roles that people have to play, and I'm not talking about like character roles. I'm talking about crew roles. So since then, it's been 5 years since I moved to Los Angeles. I'm not only acting, I'm also writing projects. I'm also producing projects. Acting is definitely the thing for me, and it's what actually rings my bells so much. Everybody always asks me where they can see my work, and here's the thing. I've been in so many different projects that are student films. A lot of them are not available publicly, so there's a couple of projects like that where I haven't even seen my work. If you want to see my work, what you can do, you can follow the link below to watch Lisa at Large, and also you can see me on Superficially Deep, which is a new show. It's like a teen drama. It's very real. There's real people in it, there's real messages, there's real hardship in it. If you have Netflix, you can see me on a show called Love. I personally have a few projects in the works myself. It takes a lot of money, it takes a lot of effort to do that, especially when you don't have funding coming from outside sources. My film Good Years that I started working on about 2 years ago, we're finishing up filming. It's pretty much filmed, but it's in post-production, but we need to do some reshoots. But if you want to know more in detail of what it is to be an actor, where to start, where to go, what to do, how to be, and you know, any questions that you have, let me know in the comments below so that I can make a video for you about that. Also, if you would like to learn more about actor representation and what it is and how to get one and stuff like that, do let me know in the comments below. I can also make a video about that. I wasn't represented for the first 4 years of being here in Los Angeles. I'm not counting those years that I was in school, you know, and taking classes at the Page Parks studio. Now I am represented. I have an agent and I have a manager, and it has changed a little bit for me, but there's so much work out there for you, so you don't have to be represented, especially in the first couple of years. And having a creative outlet is extremely important. I just wanted to tell you, generally speaking, about what my journey was like and how I ended up here, you know, in Los Angeles, why I'm in Los Angeles. Yes, I am here for the film industry, for the film and TV industry, and I am loving it, and I am progressing, I'm growing, I'm learning so much every single day. I am meeting amazing people. I don't know, I'm excited because I have this creative outlet, because I am doing something that my heart desires, and I do recommend that you listen to your heart and follow your dreams wherever they take you. Try things around, see what you like, what you don't like, and do more of what you like and see where it takes you. So let me know in the comment section below what you would like to learn more about, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that like button, because, you know, I deserve it. And just show your support if you don't mind. It would be very lovely if you did so, and I would appreciate you very, very much. And you can also hit that bell button somewhere. You know, you can see that on the screen if you would like to get a notification every single time I post. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.